Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Kick, it's taken at the 23. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
First down and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Luck. Cooper's got it. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him, because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well. And he's got it.
This one caught left side by Cooper. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it with Barkley, and he won't be close. Right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Ready? Yellow lady, yellow lady. I'm coming.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Trying to lay one up deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Shut down. Motion. Check. Shift. Check safety. On.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, at these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Love. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And touchdown! Amari Cooper, 33 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. His throw incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Breeze, 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Holt, and they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins got home that time.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And this results in 6 touchdowns, as his guys are in for 6. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Dawson tacks on the point after, and that makes our score 17-0. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in this But, let me finish.
Okay, my
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
That's it, baby. Ready? 5-9.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On play action, it's Breeze. He's going to launch this thing way down into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, I'll tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. A gain there of 21 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. Now this throw caught left side. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection. When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Locke. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here we go, let's bring it.
They snap it to Locke. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Cooper was the target there.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From the 24, Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now a play fake. Breeze. Throw to the right here to Gordon. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
So Breeze is going to stay out there, and they're going to go for this on 4th down. So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Dawson's kick is up and through. That's it. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Let's go, let's go.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. They fake the give. Here's Breeze. Rolling to his right. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. Looking for a cutback lane of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none.
Play action. Breeze. He's going to loft one deep over the middle, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
This is taken at the 18. Shrugs him off. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Watch 54. I'm going to run you.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he cuts right sideline and some room to go. And all the way in for the touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 73 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down.
As if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done.